Now, the future of the Gauteng Health MEC hangs in the balance this afternoon as the ANC's provincial executive meets this weekend. The Health MEC, Bandile Masuku, has been investigated, you'll remember, following allegations of PPE tender fraud. The Gauteng ANC's Integrity Committee reportedly found Masuku failed to practice sufficient oversight of the PPE contracts. But Masuku is disputing this and has written a formal response questioning the findings. Let's pick that story up with reporter Govan Whittles. What is the finding then, Govan? Good afternoon to you, regarding the MEC.
Well, there are a few important findings here from the Gauteng Provincial Integrity Commission. It's important to point out that this is by no means an official investigation of the state, by no means an investigation by the Premier's office. That hasn't happened. This is an internal ANC matter. And as far as we can gauge from the reports, Bandile Masuku was not found to have benefited financially from the contract. He was also not found to have influenced the PPE contract. But the Gauteng Provincial Integrity Committee finding that he may have failed to practice sufficient oversight of how these contracts were awarded. But of course, we know the MEC is contesting this.
And he's not happy about this. He's contesting this.
He is. He's written to Trevor Fowler, the head of the Provincial Integrity Committee. We've had a look at that letter, and in it he takes umbrage to the fact that the Integrity Committee has found that he failed to practice sufficient oversight, since he contends it wasn't his duty to practice oversight of the contracts that were specifically awarded for PPE tenders in Gauteng. He contends that that responsibility falls with the provincial war room, of which David Makura, the Premier of Gauteng, is the ultimate accounting officer and is the one where the buck should stop.
I presume that the MEC has got options, though.
He does have a number of options, and the first one would be the Provincial Executive Committee meeting of the ANC in Gauteng this weekend, where we've confirmed this matter will be discussed, and it appears though his formal response to the Integrity Committee will also make a part of the discussion on whether or not he's to blame or is culpable for what happened in the PPE contract. But then if he's not happy, he could go to the Integrity Committee nationally, even the National Executive Committee of the ANC. But what we have is a very indicative response from David Makura as to whether he would be campaigning for Bandile Masuku to return to his position, asked by ENCA a little bit later. And let's have a look at what the Premier had to say about this weekend's meeting.
I am looking forward to that meeting of the ANC where the governing party in this province will be able to make decisions that hopefully will also be able to show that the ANC is very consistent in how it treats issues of malfeasance and corruption. I look forward to that meeting.
The report from Govan Whittles. Now